I'll stop on my rant now and we'll move on to something else. The camera, 8 megapixel camera, also shoots HD video, and it has a flash. And I thought the camera was great. I talked earlier about, you know, the placement of this button. You kind of had to find a different way to hold it rather than this because you're going to get that sliding problem. But, you know, you can easily hold it like this if you want to, and I think that was fine. The camera took great pictures. Not a lot of editing features, but I think it was still great. So you can see some of the pictures that I've taken. And I thought everything was great. You know, it has an autofocus, and so the pictures are really clear, and I thought the camera was really, really good. And also, of course, shooting HD video is also nice, too. And also, another thing to note is that you can upload pictures to Twitter and other social networking sites. So say, for example, I want to upload this. I drag it down to the Ken spot, open that, upload via Facebook, MySpace, Twitter, Windows Live. So that's a pretty cool feature. Originally, I thought it was only Facebook and MySpace, but you can also do it by Twitter too, so that's pretty cool. By the way, another one of the just cool weird things about the phone is that there actually are a lot of noises that you get, or sounds. I have the sound off right now just because I'm doing a video, but you see if I turn it up, and then, for example, whenever you unlock the screen, I don't know if you heard that whenever I locked it, but when you unlock it and drag this up, you get that cool noise. Again, if we go to the camera and just drag something down to the Ken spot, you have a noise there. So it's kind of this, you know, weird thing. Not a big deal, but I think to me that's pretty cool, making it more hip, I guess is the word. So now, again, I talked a little bit about the Ken spot and the Ken Studio. I think the Ken spot is great. I showed you how you could use that before whenever you're searching for a location, or if you have a picture and you want to send it to somebody via text, or if, you know, there's anything, or if you're in music and you want to send a song, you know, to somebody. I think the Ken spot is great. I think it's a little bit overhyped. It's not quite as revolutionary as it sounds, but it is a very nifty tool, and I like it. And I think you'll use it a lot more than you think. At least that's what happened with me. I was like, oh, great, you know, the spot. I mean, you know, who cares? But I actually ended up using it a lot more than I thought I would. Now, the Ken Studio is online. You know, when you're in a computer, all of your pictures, all of your contacts, everything, any multimedia is linked to this account, and then when you go to the Ken Studio, it's all there online. Which I don't really know what exactly you would use that for, except it would be cool to, you know, have an online location for all of your pictures. I could see how that could come in handy. But I don't really think that that would be used as much as they say that it would. While I think it's a very cool thing to have it all right there online, and you know, I guess if you lost your phone, or if you got another one and you want to sync it all back, that'd be pretty cool. But I don't think the Ken Studio is something that you would really use. So we're gonna move on now to music. And again, this is the Zune phone, so this is basically like having a Zune, more like a Zune HD because it's a touchscreen. And if you haven't used a Zune, I mean, it really is a great music player because just the way that, you know, I think overall the way that it looks is pretty cool, the way that you can slide through things and then go back. Before, if you had a Ken HD, you'll know that you could usually like tap that and then it would automatically go back to where you were, but you have to push the back button. But I love the way that Zune, the Zune music player looks and feels. Now, as far as, you know, music goes, another cool feature is that you get a free 14-day trial to Zune, for a Zune Pass, which is really cool because it means that if you search for music, you can enjoy unlimited access to music with the Zune Pass. I'm reading it from there. So you can download as many songs as you want, streaming. You can listen to music all you want. And of the songs that you get per month, you get to keep 10 songs. So, you know, you keep 10 songs per month and you can listen to as many songs as you want. it really is a great deal. And then you can also get videos. Also has an FM radio. You have to attach your headphones for that. But I think Zune is one of the most underrated music players, and it's really nice that you have it right here in the phone. I think that kind of adds another really big feature that kind of hasn't been played up too much. I think it really is a big thing that you're getting basically a Zune HD with this phone. So that's pretty cool. Now, you know, we're talking about music and everything. The phone actually does not have a micro SD card slot, so you can't add any external memory. It does have 8 gigabytes of storage, 256 megabytes of RAM, so 8 gigs is pretty good. You know, you're basically, you know, you're getting enough to keep you satisfied, I would think. And then of course, I guess you could use your Ken Studio for that to keep your music somewhere else if you don't have the Zune software on your computer. Speaking of music, you've also got the 3.5mm headphone jack, which is really nice. The phone supports Bluetooth. And now I'll move on to the battery. The battery is back here, and it took me forever to try to figure out how to get it off. And what you have to do is right here, you push that little button, and it's sort of like a release button, and the cover comes off. Okay, I know it's harder than it looks. Okay, although it's usually not this hard. Oop, here we go. So there's the battery. Doesn't it look cool? It's all white and black and stylish and stuff. I'm not going to take it out because I don't want to have to take it out and then power the phone back on and blah blah blah. I'm just going to tell you that it has a 1390 milliamp hour battery, which is pretty good, especially for a feature phone. The phone is actually like a high-end feature phone, and it's like I said in the introduction, it's one of those phones that almost needs to be a smartphone because it almost is. It has a great email client, social networking, you know, a great battery. It's like it almost is a smartphone, and it wants to be so bad. It also has a good music player. It wants to be a smartphone so bad, but it's not. And because of just that little bit that it's not, it really, really takes away from the functionality. I think this phone, if it were a smartphone, would be great. We would be, you know, comparing it to Android, to the iPhone, because it really is that good of a phone. It gets held back because it's not a smartphone. So there it is, guys. It's the Ken 2, and I'm gonna say that it's, you know, it's a great phone. I would recommend it, except for the fact that you have to pay the monthly fee, and just simply because of that, you might as well get a smartphone, because this phone is really great, but obviously a smartphone is going to be better. And it's a shame because if this phone were a smartphone, I know I've said that like 5 times, but if this phone were a smartphone, it'd be awesome and it would be able to do everything that they say it does, but because it's not, it just gets held back too much. But if you really want it, you know, and if you really think that it's something that you'd enjoy and you don't mind, you know, maybe you don't have, you know, a lot of people that you follow, so uploading only or updating every 15 minutes isn't really a problem for you. You know, there's some things about it that maybe I mind, but maybe you wouldn't mind. And so if that's the case, then I would definitely recommend it, just because it really is a great phone. You get a Zune player with it, which in itself is going to cost you $100, $200. You get a great email client that I thought was one of the best that I've used. Definitely the best on a feature phone. You get a phone that's pretty quick, has a great network, great web browser, a camera that shoots HD video. So the phone is great, and if social networking isn't too much of a problem for you, the problems that I talked about, then I would recommend it. And you can get it right now from Verizon. So also, guys, remember there's the Ken 1, and Aaron did a review on that. Noah also did reviews on the Ken 1 and Ken 2. So, but anyway, that's my take on the Ken 2. Thanks, guys, so much for watching. I'm sorry if I rambled on too much. I have a tendency to do that. But hope you guys enjoyed it, and thanks again, guys, for watching. Be sure and check out PhoneDog.com. If you're watching this on YouTube, go to PhoneDog.com because we have plenty more videos, news, and we're always having giveaways and, you know, different things like that. So check out PhoneDog.com. Thanks guys for watching. I'm Sydney, and I'll see you guys later.